Hello everyone, this is Shishir and you are watching GATE Academy Global. We have completed 5th lecture or 5 lecture of MOSFET, and I have provided you in the 5th lecture the operation of MOSFET, and before that we have done some question on the structure of MOSFET. We have not finished the operation of MOSFET because we left you with some of the operations, that is the operation when we applied the potential at the drain terminal, and that potential will attract the electrons from the source terminal to drain terminal, and we can conduct current by using that electrons. So in the previous section, if you have connected with me, and we have seen that in the previous section we have applied a potential at the gate terminal, and that potential is helping this device to create a channel. So what is the potential that we are applying with respect to this source terminal? The potential is positive, this is negative, and this is applied with respect to source terminal, and the source terminal is taken as grounded. So the first thing that we have observed is this gate terminal potential, which if it is applied greater than the threshold potential, then we are having the first point that we have created a channel. We have already created a channel, and for creating this channel we have applied a potential at the gate terminal. So if we increase, so first of all we can see that this gate terminal potential should be exactly equal to threshold voltage to create a channel. But if you increase the potential, suppose this is VGS1 and we have applied a potential VT plus 0.5, then the conductivity of this particular inversion layer in this NMOS will be greatly increased. So we are having so many electrons like this. If you increase the potential, then we are having more number of electrons in per unit volume of this semiconductor region. This is N plus region. What is this? This is N plus region, N plus, this is N plus, and we are having this is P type semiconductor, and at this particular point we are having a terminal that is known as body terminal, and this body terminal is also grounded and it is short circuited with the source terminal. So where this source terminal is residing? This is source terminal, this is gate terminal. So as we increase the voltage at the gate terminal, the channel will be more and more conductive. So this is VGS2, and if you are applying more potential, then we are having 0 point like this. We are having VT plus 1 volt suppose. Then the channel will be more conductive, and if you are applying more potential at this, then this is VT plus 1.5 volt, then we are having more conductive channel. That means more number of electrons will pile up at this particular region like this. So if you increase more and more potential, the channel will be more conductive. So what is our task? Our task is to move these electrons which is at the surface of the semiconductor towards the drain terminal. So where the drain terminal is existing, it is connected with some metal contact, it is also connected with some metal contact, and we have to apply a potential here like this, and this potential will help these electrons, this potential will help this electron to move along this path like this, and it will move towards the drain region. Where is this drain region is existing? This is the drain region, this is the drain region. So what is our task? Our task is to create a current. Our task is to flow a current. So where is the current is existing? That means the current should be in this direction. Why? Because we know the conventional current is always taken opposite to the direction of movement of electrons. So if the electrons are moving in this direction from source to drain end, then definitely we have to apply a potential in this drain terminal in such a way that this potential will attract the electrons towards it, so that we can have a current inside this MOSFET in this direction. This is the direction of current that we want inside the MOSFET. And what is this current? This current is nothing but the ID current. So now what is the next task? After creating the channel, what is our next task? Our next task is to have current inside the MOSFET. So for getting this current, what we have to do, this is the second thing. For getting the current, we have to apply a potential at the drain to source terminal. This potential may be less or this potential may have a large value. Less means we are having approximately 50 millivolt of potential. If you are applying 50 millivolt of potential, we are having a linear change in the magnitude of current with respect to VDS voltage. Where is this VDS is existing? This VDS is existing here. This is VDS and this is plus, this is negative. So we may have a general idea that when we change the voltage VDS, we are having a current, and we can draw the characteristic like this. Just I am drawing the characteristic here. This is the line which is representing the voltage and current. So here we are having, this is the voltage VDS and here we are having the current ID. And how we can draw the characteristic? The characteristic is drawn like this, and we can have the idea this characteristic is representing that the voltage and current are increasing simultaneously. If we increase the voltage value, the current value is increasing simultaneously. So this particular characteristic gives us idea that this particular channel is acting as a resistance, because this characteristic is only seen in Ohm's law, in which the voltage and current are directly proportional. I think you are aware of this one. So I am simply draw an equivalent model so that you can have a better idea. This particular channel is acting as a resistance. That's why whatever voltage we are applying at the drain terminal, it will give a corresponding current which is equivalent value of this particular voltage. This is only possible if this path is acting as a resistor. So this path is now ohmic, and we can write that this particular characteristic is nothing but V is directly proportional to I. So this characteristic in which we have applied a voltage at VDS up to 50 millivolt, we are having up to 50 millivolt, we have a linear characteristic, and this characteristic is also known as ohmic characteristic. Anything you can say. And the magnitude of current that we are getting here is because of the presence of these electrons, which is acting as a conductive path. So if you are having this particular magnitude, we can take a constant value of voltage which will create the channel. Which voltage is creating the channel? The voltage VGS is creating the channel. And suppose we have applied a voltage that is VT plus 0.5 volt like this. So it will have this much amount of current at 50 millivolt. So if you take the 50 millivolt and corresponding current, we may have this particular current. Suppose we increase the gate to source voltage, we are having more magnitude of current, but the region is, in that case also, it is an ohmic region. So I just draw this characteristic also. Suppose we have the similar characteristic, and I am drawing this characteristic at other values. That is, suppose this is again, I will take, this is again VDS and this is ID current, and I want to see what is happening at different voltage values. Suppose I am applying a voltage value VGS plus VGS is equal to threshold voltage. Greater than threshold voltage only will give the current. Threshold voltage, that 0.5 volt more, and we are having VGS is equal to again threshold voltage plus 1.5 volt more, and then we are having VGS is equal to again we are having threshold voltage plus this is I will take 2 volt like this. At different conditions, if you observe up to the range of very less voltage of 50 millivolt, then we are having the current will be seen to be like this. So this will be like this, then we are having this current, then we are having this like. So at different voltages, we are having linear characteristic, of course, up to the 50 millivolt, but the magnitude of current is increasing because the path will be more and more conductive as we increase the value of VGS more and more. So if we increase the value of VGS more and more, the path will be more and more conductive. We are getting more magnitude of current at the same magnitude of voltage. That is, if you are observing at 50 millivolt, then we are having three different, if you are observing at 50 millivolt, then we are having three different magnitudes of current, which can be pointed out by using this one, and this one. So I think up to this part we have completed. What will happen if we are applying next, the third question is, if we apply VDS more than 50 millivolt at very large magnitude of voltage of VDS, what is happening inside this one? So if you increase more and more voltage at the drain terminal, then what will happen? The reverse biasing, the first thing is that the reverse biasing, I just write here, the reverse biasing of drain region and body or substrate region is increasing. So why this is increasing? Because the drain is made up of N plus region and the body is made up of P region. So if the reverse biasing is increasing, so then what will happen? This reverse biasing, this is the first point. Second point, the reverse biasing will create a depletion region. It will create a depletion region at the junction of this P and N, and this will create a depletion region at N plus P junction, at N plus G junction. If it is creating a depletion region at N plus P junction, then what will happen? This depletion region will remove the electrons from the junction of P and N. If the electrons is removed from the junction, then what will happen? The junction will have an electric field. So we are having the third point, I just add here, the third point is a very large, I just write here, very large magnitude of electric field is, can be seen, I just write here, can be seen in this depletion region. And what will be the direction of this electric field? I just add here the fourth point, the direction of electric field is from positive to negative. Okay, so where is this positive is existing? The positive is existing in N plus region, because the ions of N plus region are positive and the ions of P region are negative. So we are having these two are what? These two are the ions of depletion region. So we know that we are having an electric field if you increase the voltage above 50 millivolt. So we are having the electric field at the PN junction diode, and we can have this particular analysis by drawing a figure here. So just give me some time so that I can draw a figure here of the similar MOSFET. Suppose this is the MOSFET and we have a region here, and we know that we just have created a silicon dioxide layer, and above this one we are having a metal layer like this, and we can extend the electrodes from all these particular points. So what are the electrodes that we have? We have the electrodes like this. This is one electrode, this is second, this is third. We have not having doubt about this one because this is the source terminal. It is always taken as ground terminal. This is the source terminal, and here this is another terminal which is also taking as ground because this is the body terminal. Okay. Now we know that the gate terminal can be taken as any particular voltages. So just for sake of an example, I am taking that gate terminal is connected with a positive voltage so that a layer of electrons has been created. So this is negative, this is positive, and because of this one we are having positive this side, negative this side. And because of this VGS value, I can take any of this example. For this particular example, I will take that this VGS is equal to the threshold voltage plus I will take an example that is 1.5 volt. And in that case, initially we know a layer of electrons has been created like this. Why this layer of electrons is having similar width inside this particular semiconductor from source to drain side? Because we have not connected any potential at the drain terminal. And we know that where is this junction available? This is P plus region, this is N plus region. Okay, I will take this is N plus region in NMOS, and this is also N plus region, and this is P region. We know that these two will make a diode, these two will make a diode. And initially, when the device is in equilibrium, that means we haven't applied any potential at this particular terminal. So this N plus NP will be in equilibrium because these two are grounded. If they are in equilibrium, we have the width of the depletion region which is present because of the equilibrium condition of this N plus P region. Similar, since this is source, this is body, we have the depletion region that is equal to this. And inside this one, this particular depletion region, I already told that initial voltage, which is if the VGS voltage is less than threshold voltage, then theoretically we are assuming that we are having some amount of ions, that is the negative ions are also present. And if we increase the voltage above this threshold voltage, then we are having the electrons will pile up in this particular surface of the semiconductor. And we know that here also we are having the negative ions, and inside this N plus region, since it is a depletion region, we are having positive ions. And here also we are having positive and negative. As we are increasing the voltage, now it is at equilibrium. Now we want to increase the voltage. As we are increasing the voltage from this particular ground voltage to some amount of voltage that has been applied at this drain terminal, what will happen? By the application of this voltage, understand carefully, by application of this voltage, whatever we are applying at this particular terminal with respect to ground. So for clear picture, I have been drawing this one here, VDS, which is taken as positive this side, negative this side. As we are increasing this voltage more and more, okay, then what will happen? This particular depletion region will be increased more and more. And if the depletion region is increasing more and more, it will remove the electrons which comes under the vicinity of this depletion region. Now we can have this idea that this is the depletion region, and this depletion region is having an electric field. There is no increment in the depletion region on these sides because body and source are always at ground potential. Okay, but the depletion region here is increasing, and we know that the electrons which is present inside the depletion region will feel a attractive force towards this positive side, and this positive side are always present inside this N plus region. So we are having positive. So that we can have the electrons here, and these electrons will get attracted towards the positive side. If the electrons is attracted toward the positive side, we can say in other ways that by the increasing the value of VDS, the depletion region between drain and the body will get increased, and no electrons are present inside this depletion region. If no electrons are present inside the depletion region, then what we can say, the depletion region will overtake the electrons position, and we are having the less amount of electrons in this particular drain side or drain end. But however, the electrons, if they will get attracted toward this side because of the positive potential which has been applied, always the source is emitting the electrons and the drain have to attract the electrons, and these electrons by default will get entered inside the depletion region because of the force of attraction. If the electrons are getting inside the depletion region, they feel a attractive force because of the positive potential or the electric field which is present here, and I can draw the direction of the electric field. This is the direction of electric field. So if the electric field is in this direction, we know that the force that is experienced by the electrons is minus q into E. So definitely this force will attract the electrons. That means the direction of electric field we have noticed, and at the end we can say that this electric field, okay, the electric field is present. This electric field accelerate, okay, I just write here, accelerate the electrons, and electrons will swept across the depletion region, and drained out of drain electrode or terminal, So if the electrons are feeling the acceleration, so how would you connect with the current there? So I just say that the magnitude of current now, okay, the sixth point is the magnitude of current, which is in general a drift current, because this is the drift force that we have applied. So if you logically write the equation of drift current inside a semiconductor, then we know ID is equal to mu n. Okay, ID is equal to, this can be written as N Q mu n into the electric field into the cross sectional area. Okay, so I have separately written out this. This electric field is which electric field? This electric field is the electric field which is due to the presence of drain to source voltage. So if you increase the drain to source voltage, the mu n and the electric field, which is commonly taken as the drift velocity, because this mu n and the product will give the drift velocity, and drift velocity is equal to mu n into electric field. So the drift velocity is increased, and we can say the magnitude of current is also increased. So this is actually the things that is happening inside the semiconductor when we increase the voltage above a certain limit of voltage across the drain terminal. That is, this voltage is above, we can write 50 millivolt or so. So in that condition, we have the circuit to be like this. So I can say that by the increase in the value of VDS, what will happen? The area here will be less conductive, because the depletion region will take part. And less conductive means the electrons has been reduced. So if you increase the VDS value, initially the area is conductive, but as we increase the VDS value, the area at the drain region will be less conductive. But if you increase more the VDS value, the conductivity is not increasing, but the magnitude of current is increasing, because of the presence of electric field will swept the electrons from this particular region, from the channel to the drain end. So initially we have a ohmic region, but if we increase the VDS value, the channel will be less conductive. That means the current magnitude is decreasing. But if you increase the VDS value more than certain value, then what will happen? The magnitude of current will be increased linearly with respect to VDS. Okay. So this particular characteristic can be drawn in this way. Okay. The characteristic can be drawn in this way. We have this line, and we have taken the voltage that is applied at the gate terminal is equal to VGS plus the threshold voltage. This is VGS is equal to, I just write here, this is equal to the threshold voltage plus 1.5 volt. So initially we have the magnitude of current is linearly increasing, and as we increase the VDS value, the conductivity of the channel is decreasing, because at the drain end, the electrons concentration will get decreased because of more presence of the depletion region. So if the conductivity is decreasing, we can have the magnitude of current is also decreasing. But if we increase the VDS value from a certain limit of value, which is known as the saturation voltage, the current magnitude is also increasing with respect to VDS. Many of the students will face problems in understanding here, because they have seen the characteristic is saturated after this value, and this particular value at which the characteristic has been saturated is known as the pinch off value. But if we have a constant current here, this is only the theoretical concept. This will not get understood by practical things that is happening here. So this is a theoretical concept. This is a theoretical concept in which we understood that the magnitude of current is not increasing after this pinch of voltage. This pinch of voltage is known as VDS SAT, and we are going to understand what is VDS SAT naturally after understanding this problem. But right now we understood that if we increase the value of VDS, and if you want to understand what is the current value, then we are having VGS is equal to VT plus threshold voltage. We are having the current magnitude which is increasing because the electrons will feel acceleration. This will increase the drift velocity of the electrons, which will increase the magnitude of current. So the characteristic that we have drawn here, this is called the practical characteristic. So we haven't seen this particular line, that is the saturation line, practically when we understood that what is happening in this region. So I have already said that this particular region is known as ohmic region. This region is known as the saturation region. This region is known as the saturation region. And we have seen that the saturation region can be understood by two things. One is theoretical concept, one is practical concept. Which concept we have to choose depends upon the question. We have to choose the concept. Okay. So right now I want to add a equation here. And what is this equation? The equation of ID current in a saturation, because this is a crash course and I don't want to derive this equation. So just I want to write the equation of ID current in saturation. So this ID current in an NMOS can be written as mu n CoX W upon L. In saturation, this has to be divided by 2. And after this one, we are having VGS minus VT and the square of this one. This is the saturation condition in which the magnitude of current is not depending on the value of VDS. That means this is the theoretical current. And I want to write another equation. That equation can again be written as ID is equal to, this is mu n CoX W upon L, and this also is also divided by 2. And we are writing here, this is VGS minus VT and the square of this one into 1 plus lambda VDS. So we have seen that this particular magnitude of current ID is depending on VDS, and this particular region of operation in which we are operating is known as saturation region, and we have observed that the magnitude of current is depending on VDS. So this is the practical current. This is the practical current. So this is one scientist who has added this concept whose name is early effect, and in this concept we are going to understand what is early effect, what is channel length modulation also. But right now we have the concept that as we are increasing the value of VDS and we increase more and more, initially the magnitude of current is increasing, but because of less conductivity of the channel and more depletion region, the magnitude of current, instead of going like this, it will go like this, and we are having a non-linear region that can be drawn here. And after this one, we are having the magnitude of current is also increasing with respect to VDS, and the slope will be a positive value. We don't have this particular condition, but we have two equations. One is theoretical equation, one is practical equation. In the next session, we are going to understand what is this channel length modulation and what is this two concept and what is early voltage, everything, by adding some MSQ and questions. Right now, keep this concept with you so that we can have a better understanding, and you can take your own time for understanding these figures what I have given you to understand the concept of this voltage VDS, how it will affect the conductivity of the channel and how it is increasing the magnitude of current. So this is the last point for the operation of the MOSFET, in which we have started from creating the channel, then applied a small voltage at VDS, then applying a large voltage at VDS. This is the concept which comes under saturation, and next time I will tell you why this is called saturation region and what is actually channel length modulation. Okay, so keep connected. I will get you inside the more concept of this particular MOSFET in the next lecture. Thank you.